Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Some time ago, I read a study that suggested that people who are victims of abuse tend to abuse more than the ones that were not victims of abuse. So that was very interesting. That is like someone who was in a situation where that person obviously was abused, let's say physically, mentally, whatever that happened. Whenever that person has the opportunity to have power or be in a position of control, is more likely than another person that was not a victim of abuse to abuse. Now, that I wanted to mention because it's not me saying that. It was a study that I read. I can't remember how long ago. I think you can find it, and that's why I'm very cautious when I see victims, and yeah, of course you have empathy for the victim and so on, but I always think of Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., right? When he said many things, but I think this was worth noting and memorizing. He said, talking to his black audience, black community, he said, well, maybe we should not condemn so much as we are. I can't remember what term he used, the white man, the white people, that kind of thing, for what they did to our ancestors and to us under the Jim Crow laws, because Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Doctor, said, we don't know how we would have acted if we were in the position. And I thought, that's interesting. It was not, I said, well, I like that. I like Martin Luther King for many reasons. And I also like, something that right now I think it's not very popular anymore, which is, value someone based on on the value of the character, or appreciate someone not on the color of their skin, which is another thing that it goes without saying but some people did not do that, and I'm glad we are past that. But now it seems like we come back to that, but it's a reverse. And that takes me back to what he said about maybe we would abuse more, and with a study, and that gets me to this article that I have here. This article comes from Russia Today. It seems like the Russians have a little problem here. This is from March 12, 2023. Abolitionist monument replaces embattled Columbus statue. So, the sculpture featuring Underground Railroad conductor Harriet Tubman was unveiled in the US. Nothing wrong. What I think is wrong, it replaced Columbus, Italian explorer Christopher Columbus status. I think that's what's wrong. If this would have been built next to him, on top of him, to the left of him, wherever, I wouldn't have any problem with that, and I don't see anything wrong with that. But by replacing that, I would be, at least as a white European, citizen of a United States of America, I would be a little bit, wait a second, what's going on here? It seems like some people want to replace something of mine. Is that a how should I put it? Accusation of me, of my ancestors, of my culture, of my history? And if so, am I allowed to judge other cultures and look into their history? Or no, it's just this particular group that has to be looked into. So let me read you a little bit from this article, and then I have another article ready for you that would tell you what could be something bad. And I'm not talking about here in the United States of America, obviously, but it's that word or that expression, history repeats or tends to repeat. And let's see what's going on here. So let's read at least one paragraph. A towering monument to black abolitionist Harriet Tubman was unveiled in downtown Newark, New Jersey, on Thursday in newly renamed Harriet Tubman Square. Is that a replacement of another square? Was that Christopher Columbus Square? Okay, titled Shadow of a Face. The sculpture replaced a statue of Italian explorer Christopher Columbus, which was removed in 2020 during the Black Lives Matter protests. The two-part monument celebrates Tubman's compassion, courage, bravery, service to others, her patriotism, and her commitment to faith. The former slave 3 times. Okay, good. Well, good. I'm glad. What I don't like, and I think is wrong, is to replace someone with someone else. And it's she was saving black slaves from white owners mostly, right? And she, as a black woman, her sculpture replaced a white man's that she helped the black slaves run from. Correct? Correct. Okay, we got that established. Let's move to the other article that I have from Wikipedia. It's, I don't know if you're familiar, guys, with this one. It's 1804 Haitian massacre. If you're not, please accept information, historical data, historical events. The 1804 Haiti massacre, also known as the 1804 Haitian Genocide, or simply the Haitian Genocide, was carried out by Afro-Haitian soldiers. So Afro-Haitian soldiers, okay, and it says here, they are Haitians who trace their full or partial ancestry to sub-Saharan Africans. They form the largest racial group in Haiti and, together with other Afro-Caribbean groups, the largest racial group in the region. So they, mostly former slaves, under orders from Jean-Jacques Dessalines, which is this person who is, I don't want to assume, but I think he's also a Afro-Haitian, correct, against the remaining European population in Haiti. White Haitians, also known as Euro-Haitians, are Haitians of predominant or full European descent, so that means half, some of them, which mainly included French and mulattoes. The Haitian Revolution defeated the French army in November 1803, so these guys beat these guys, the French. Okay. And then what happened? They defeated them in 1803 and the Haitian Declaration of Independence. Congratulations. Happened in January 1st, 1804. Very good. From February 1804 until April 22, 1804, squads of soldiers moved from house to house throughout Haiti, torturing and killing entire families. Between 3,000 and 5,000 people were killed. Well, when they say families, you can only guess. Okay? Families, all right? Just so you know. So this is something that is just informative. And as I said, we're taught here to embrace diversity and equity and inclusion. But I think what happened to Christopher Columbus was none of those. And if you call it equity, getting rid of one and putting someone else, remember, next day could be someone else coming and replacing that. And the next here. And then I don't want to say that that could happen what happened in Haiti, because you're going to get a crazy guy who might do certain things to certain guys, who were at one point, on the wrong side of the equation. So I think this is dangerous. But what I'm trying to say is just be aware. Just be aware things happened before that we don't want to see happening again, obviously. Torture, crimes, slavery, wrong. So I'm not Italian, but still I identify with European culture, civilization, Christopher Columbus, and I feel, how should I put it, offended by that. Obviously, I'm not allowed probably to feel offended, because I think Christopher Columbus is declared an evil man. And in his entirety, he's an evil man. He never did anything good, just bad. And since that he did bad things to here, then I'm supposed to ignore him and say, you're not part of me. Well, my father made mistakes too. Should I replace his pictures from the wall? Your father made mistakes too. Their fathers made mistakes too. Their parents. Should we just? So that's why I'm not a religious man, but I'm familiar with the scriptures, and not only the scriptures, with dogmatic writings in my quest of knowledge and God, which I did for some years. And at one point I thought I found something, and then I realized I didn't. But that's me. And I like to quote from these scriptures when you find something that fits. So that thing that don't do unto other what you don't like to be done unto you, that's one. And the other one is this, regarding the I'm better right now, I'm going to do this, and you're bad, I'm good, you're bad, I'm good. Remember when Jesus was, I can remember the town, I don't think it was not Jerusalem, that's for sure, where he was walking, and with his apostles he saw a woman that was almost ready to be killed, stoned to death by the Israelites, man over there, because she was a prostitute. So she sinned, and that was a sin, and they were ready to kill her. And Jesus Christ showed up and said, hey, the one who doesn't have any sins should cast the first rock or stone. What did he tell them? Well, yes, she is a sinner, but so are you. So maybe you should not judge certain things like that. Remember, she could get one day on top of these guys, not that kind of on top, but I see poor choice of words in the connection with the prostitute and these guys. So one day she might get on top of these guys and ride them like horses, and they would not like that. Maybe they do. Anyway, my friends, my point is, don't be so harsh and don't cancel because actions have consequences. It's true, slavery had consequences, but you are hurting people that had nothing to do with that. And you are touching some people's ancestors that they might not see the way you see them. And then there will be, I hope not, negative consequences on all sides. I hope not. So this is like a peace, how should I put it, offer or not. It's not a war anywhere, but just be mindful of this. Whomever you are and from what angle you see the issue. By the way, I oppose heartily the replacement of Andrew Jackson from the $20 bill and put Henrietta or whatever on top, Tubman, okay? I oppose that. Actually, Andrew Jackson, yes, he was and he is my favorite US president. He's on top right there. So, well, I hope they will not do that, but judging by that, that could come. And then everybody else. And what are we going to put there? Michael Jordan? Who knows? Thank you very much. They want to put Messi. You know Messi? Lionel Messi from Argentina, the greatest football player in the world, and maybe, the GOAT. Yeah, they want to put him on on money in Argentina. I can remember what kind, 500 something, I can remember. So anyway, maybe they're going to put Michael Jordan, I don't know who else. Oh my, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, maybe Mike Tyson. I'll vote for that one. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.